I'm very uncomfortable with the amount of touching present in this episode. Hey guys! Welcome to my review of the Titan who ate Aaron's mother versus the funny Bumblebee runner guy. Oh my god, this episode, man. Genuine contender for second best in the series. Normally I beat around the bush, but like with Bowser vs. Eggman, I just want to gush about it. So I will. Starting off with the analyses, Shigaraki's analysis is so good. It does the thing I like, where the music amplifies the feeling in the analysis. But unlike Crash vs. Spyro and Rick vs. the Doctor, where they amplified the hopeful, magical feeling of those analyses, with this analysis, the music really helps emphasize the sheer terror Shigi exudes. I love it. The editing, as per usual, is frickin' phenomenal. DJ flexing his skills as per usual. I said that twice. And the ending note on how in Shigaraki's lost moments, he finally got someone who gave a damn about him, genuinely brings tears to people's eyes. Not mine, though. My tear ducts were removed back in '87. Mahito's analysis is basically just the same story as Shigi's. Editing is good, the ending note is good, where they talk about how Mahito technically won by breaking Yuji's spirit despite not being able to see it because he was fucking dead. Only, it doesn't really do the music thing in Shigi's analysis. But I do like how they go over Mahito's nihilistic approach to life as a whole and how much of a fucking hypocrite he is. And they do it by showing us a clip of the frowning friends. I shit you not, when I saw this shit, I burst out laughing. I was so unexpected. But yeah, to make a long story short, both these analyses rock. Not as much as the fight, however. Okay, a few issues I have with this fight. I want to start negative first so I can stay positive throughout the rest of this whole segment. The animations can look a bit stiff at times. Certain movements make the characters feel like wooden boards, and they are pretty noticeable. Not only that, but the proportions of the characters look very off at points. Mostly with the arms and torsos. They are mostly, and pardon the pun here, cloaked by the cape and poncho on Shigi and Mahito respectively, but when Mahito loses his poncho, he does come down with a case of baby arm syndrome, and it breaks my immersion just a little bit. But not enough, because the rest of this fight is just pure awesome. The opening of the fight really helps set the tone of what it's going to be like. It hits you on the side of the head with a sledgehammer and says, "Hey! Pay attention to me!" Seriously, I love how it doesn't have any build-up. People just lose their heads, and it fits perfectly with Mahito's chaotic nature and nihilistic view on human life. Also, don't think I didn't see you there, Edwin, who made the mimic. It wasn't difficult to put those pieces together. Speaking of the attention to detail in this animation, oh my god, I adore it so much. Not only do we get a quick cameo from Shigaraki's hand mask when he formed the hand on his face to protect himself from Mahito's idol transfiguration, but immediately after Mahito touches him, the vestige of danger sense is destroyed, telling the audience that Shigaraki used danger sense to anticipate Mahito's grabbing of his face and lost the quirk because of it. This actually happens constantly throughout the episode. Every time Mahito lands a significant blow on Shigaraki, a vestige is destroyed. But by far, my favorite part of the animation is the body horror stuff. It is incredibly well animated, especially Mahito going into his instant body of the distorted killing form. And the fight between that and the weird flesh armor Shigaraki has is so cool, showing how different the two are. Every time Mahito takes a hit, his hardened skin protects him. Meanwhile, Shigaraki loses limbs and constantly has to be regenerating his body because it's just ordinary flesh. It's super cool. The body horror stuff also allows Mahito's personality to shine through. Throughout the fight, Mahito is very playful. He's not taking Shigaraki seriously at all. It's a lot like Dracula in Ganondorf vs. Dracula. He toys with his opponents, often being very playful with him. But unlike Dracula, he doesn't know when to get serious until it's too late. Meanwhile, Shigaraki is a lot more mature about the situation, I want to say. He does start the fight off kind of like Mahito, where he's not really taking him too seriously, sending the Nomus out to fight him, not really paying attention, because, hey, the Nomus are fighting. Why would he need to pay attention? He's probably got a new Pokemon card on the TCG app, or, I don't know, he's probably playing League of Legends on his phone, because he's fucking cringe. Wait, how do the Nomus see Mahito? And then he blasts Mahito and thinks he won the battle, only for Mahito to be completely fine, because of course he is. And from this moment onward, Shigaraki's not fucking around. He knows Mahito's a threat, and he knows that a touch from Mahito can erase one of his quirks. And that's why he takes the situation a lot more seriously from this point onward. Throughout the rest of the fight, Shigaraki acts a lot more aggressively, while Mahito keeps his cocky demeanor throughout the battle until the end, when he realizes he's fucked after his domain expansion doesn't work, because all for one, God, this is what happens when you name a villain the antithesis of the main character's power. People get confused. Anyway, because all for one is just a bitch like that, is what I meant to say. And this is where Mahito starts realizing, oh, I'm fucked. So what does he do? He runs away like a little bitch, of course. Only for Shigaraki to decay the ground Mahito is running on and eventually decay him as well. I know this is basically Eggman's death from Bowser vs. Eggman, but unlike that episode where Eggman tried to fight back after his escape attempts failed, Mahito is too scared to fight back after his escape attempts failed because, well, he's a little bitch. And in the context of the death battle, assuming all the stuff that happened near the end of his story never happened here, it makes sense. Also, Shigaraki throwing Mahito's "grow up" line back at him because he's never experienced the cruelty of humanity like Shigaraki did is just, oh, it's just perfection. Speaking of, the voice acting is really good. Tom Shulg once again proves his expansive vocal range with Shigaraki, and Sean Chipluck does a really good job as Mahito as well. Also, Liam was all for one, and he was really good for the 2 fucking seconds he was on screen. The track was also really good. Skin Deep, brilliant name there by the way, really came across as what I can only describe as an upbeat horror villain song. And I really like it. Not as much as some of the other tracks we've gotten as of late, but it's still really, really good. So, what scores would I give this episode? So, editing, I feel like, is pretty obvious. It's going to get a 25 out of 25. It's to be expected at this point. Writing is going to get a 25 out of 25 as well. Both characters were really entertaining. As far as I'm aware, they were also very much in character. And Shigaraki's analysis tells me that the Death Battle team have a better understanding of My Hero Academia's ending than most of the fanbase, so that's nice. Animation is going to get a 24 out of 25, outside of a few moments of stilted animation and weird tiny arms the characters will spontaneously get. This animation is top tier. Everything I cannot speak. Everything from the action to the effects to the body horror, it all looks fantastic. And analysis is going to get a 23 out of 25. I really think they covered their bases pretty well with this episode. Both analyses were super engaging. My only real criticism is that it didn't really cover any new ground. Like, they bring up the Stars and Stripes punch and how it created a blast so big it showed up against the curvature of the Earth, and then they proceeded not to calc it. And yeah, I know it wouldn't have made a difference, but it would still be nice to see. So, overall, that's going to leave Shigaraki vs. Mahito with a 97 out of 100. It's peak! I don't know what to tell you. It's honestly genuine contender for the second best episode of the series. It's that good. Next time, we're getting Master Chief vs. Doomslayer, and if you want to know who wins, just check out the latest Power Scaling Party episode on Doomslayer, and that will pretty much just give you an answer, because, let's be real, he's gonna win. I'm fine with this matchup. I know I wanted Mewtwo vs. Shadow to win, but really, I'm just excited to get Doomslayer back on the show with a modern analysis. I really hope they talk about him in like a biblical way to kind of emphasize that, hey, this guy is really pretty much just a god in a man's body. And I really want them to do this episode justice. I'm pretty sure the fight's going to be really good. But, yeah. Anyway, what did you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're at it, hit that like button as well as the subscribe button. We are getting so close to 2,000 subscribers, and I really want to hit that milestone before the end of the year, so please subscribe and ring the bell if you want to see any more of my videos in the future. Follow me on my socials in the description, and check out our reaction to the episode, which will also be in the description. Anyway, with that in mind, I'll see you later, Cap Nation. Bye-bye!